What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the very first official episode of our brand new podcast, Blerd Is The Word. We're your host. I'm Kale Universe.
I'm Shaz Ayana.
And so basically, the premise of our podcast is just going to be us talking about everything nerdy, tech news, gaming, anime, movies, tattoos. I don't even know if that counts as nerdy, but we're going to be talking about that as well. Um,
It's what
I'm
we
a,
like.
yeah, right. I'm a rather new Pokemon card connoisseur, so I might talk about that a little bit if I pull anything good. But yeah, no, anything nerdy, we'll be talking about here on the podcast. So we can go ahead and just hop straight into it. Did you want to go over your notes first?
Sure.
I mean,
So,
I can go first.
yeah, you go, you go.
Okay.
I
Um,
need to get my bearings.
yeah, that's fine. So what I'm playing and excited for watching, excited for things of that sort. I'm playing. So currently, I'm playing Honkai Star Rail. I'm not playing too much of that since Palworld came out. I'm gonna talk. Well, obviously, I think that's what the focus of this episode is going to be. So I'm gonna talk about that a little later. But playing Palworld or Honkai Star Rail, and mainly what I'm doing on there is just like farming and trying to build my characters so they're not absolute dog water. Uh, Also playing a little bit of Sea of Stars, and Sea of Stars is kind of like it's a turn-based RPG with like retro, like pixelated graphics. I think you would like it actually, if you want to try it out. It's on Game Pass.
I'm gonna
Um,
have to see some gameplay.
yeah, I mean, I don't know too much of the story because I've only played like the first 45 minutes.
Mm.
And basically, there's these two people and they're like out on an adventure, and then they like reminisce about a time that a monster like poked their friend's eye out because they like entered a cave that they weren't supposed to be in.
Eh.
So and that's about as far as I got, but it seems pretty cool. It's kind of like it's kind of like Dragon Quest. I think that's the name of the game
Mm,
that we played.
okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
And I
In
did
terms of
enjoy Dragon Quest.
combat. Yeah, the like magic and all that. And then I'm also playing Hi-Fi Rush, and that is a game where so the dude he went to get like some kind of cybernetic surgery done. He went to go get his arm replaced with like a robot arm, and he got an AirPod like implanted into the middle. An AirPod, iPod. My bad.
Just
iPod
said what?
implanted. Huh? I meant iPod. My fault. Hold on. An iPod implanted into the middle of his chest, and it got connected to his arm, and he got labeled as a defect. So now he's trying to, or they're trying to, like the company that made the cybernetic surgery or whatever is trying to get him taken out or taken care of. So he's fighting them, and then he joins up with somebody, and I guess they're going to try to take down the company because they do sketch shit. I mean, I don't understand the full premise of the show, so far, but the show, what the full
Game.
premise of the game so far, but I think that's like how it started. See what else I got on here. That's it for games that I'm playing. Well, also Power World, but uh, there's there's so much to say about Power World, but we'll cover that when we get to it, when we get to the meat and potatoes of the episode. Um, I'm not really watching anything right now. I'm watching Drake and Josh. Uh, Little throwback. It's one of
Wait,
those what
what you watching?
Drake and Josh.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
one of those comfort shows that you can binge watch. There's a couple episodes that's not on Paramount Plus, so I have to
Mm.
I gotta watch them on like different websites and such. But that's my show, man. That show has so many quotables. It's crazy. Um,
Knuckle touch.
Knuckle Touch, and then we also have or I'm also watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which we talked about a little bit yesterday when we were at dinner, or no, we were at lunch. Um,
Lunch. Mhm.
I'm currently at the part where they are in Egypt and they're trying to find Dio, and they were like in the middle of the desert and fighting some stand user who I don't think he could see, but like he could hear where they were and attack, like echolocation.
Mhm.
So, ooh, okay, so for tech, um, I am looking forward to, and then we also talked a little bit about this when we were at the arcade. The oh, where my bookmarks go?
Damn.
So they're coming out with, it's called a PDP Riffmaster wireless guitar controller. Um, so basically,
Oh.
yeah, basically just a guitar that you can play. It says it's compatible with Rock Band and Fortnite Festival, but it looks like every other guitar controller that they came out with for like Guitar Hero and Rock Band. So I can't imagine it not being compatible with Guitar Hero and that Clone Hero game that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to play. There's a Guitar Hero game on PS4, I think. I low key might get this Riffmaster, this PDP Riffmaster,
Go
and
for it.
try it out because yeah, when we were playing Guitar Hero yesterday, that shit brought back
That
memories.
was fun.
It really.
And that was my first time playing it.
Wait, you never played Guitar Hero before?
No, I always wanted to, but I never did.
Why did I not notice about you that you never played Guitar Hero before?
I don't know. The more you know. Yeah, I've never played, but I always wanted to play. We just never had it. And we didn't have PlayStation growing up. We always had Xbox. We had the Wii, Nintendo 64, of course, but we never really had PlayStation. Yeah. Because I didn't really get into gaming until like recently.
Like it's been a couple years,
Well, yeah. And when
but
I say recently, I mean like
yeah.
10 plus years. But yeah, I didn't really get into PlayStation until I met you.
Well, I'm pretty sure Guitar Hero and Rock Band are on Xbox.
Oh,
So y'all, I guess y'all
okay.
just either didn't know about it or wasn't into it at the
Yeah,
time.
that was most likely wasn't into it because literally all I played growing up was Sims.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, I remember you had like like an entire file of like every Sims game that like ever
Yes.
came out.
Yes.
Do you
And
still
I still have my disc for Sims 2. I got the Sims 1 collection. I got Sims 3. I got, well, no, I got Sims 2 and Sims 3 discs. And then, yeah,
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 I was gonna say, do you have that whole collection? Because it was like an
yes.
entire like drawer or like a, I don't even know, like a file cabinet. It just had like every Sims game, like every
Yes.
expansion, like everything you had in it. But
I have a problem.
Guitar Hero is my shit. Like
It
I
was really fun.
I can't even begin to tell you. Yeah, and then we only played two songs at the arcade, so
Yeah,
I can't even
we
begin to
definitely got to get it.
yeah, I can't even begin to tell you how many hours me and my brother put in on Guitar Hero 3 on the I think we played it on PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2 or both. I don't know. And then we would do co-op. We would take turns cuz we only had one guitar. So we would take turns with the guitar. One person would do the guitar and then the other person would play with the controller, which wasn't nearly as fun. But yeah, man, Guitar Hero 3 and then Guitar Hero Van Halen, which they introduced me to some fire ass
I
songs
can't
too.
hear you.
I probably said how Guitar Hero just like introduced me to like a ton of different like a ton of good songs
Yeah,
that I otherwise wouldn't probably never heard of.
yeah, uh,
Um
I could see that.
And then also for tech, uh, so I'm a tax return warrior. So when my tax returns drop, I'm definitely getting a new headset. This headset that I got, I think it's a Logitech G something. I don't even fucking know. Um, this headset that I have right now is not bad, but there's a short in it, and then it does this, and I don't know. I guess I could maybe see how that could be useful if you got a big ass head, but like if you bend down or like reach over or something like that, the headset literally does not stay on your head. So I definitely need
And
a
for
new
the
one.
people listening, just so you know, his head, like the headphones, they like move
Yeah,
around.
the earpieces move around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Oh, it's the Logitech G935. So it's not bad. It's not a terrible headset. It's just those two things. And the short, I don't know what caused the short, but it's been shorted out for like the left ear doesn't work unless I smack it. And it's been shorted out for like a year and a half, so maybe longer, probably longer actually, if I'm being honest. So yeah, it's time for a new one.
Yeah.
But I lost my train of thought for a second. So the headset that I want to get is called the Steel Series Arctis Nova Pro. And the reason why I'm waiting for the tax return is because that shit is almost $400,
God
and
damn.
your boy, I could just outright get it, but your boy, kind of cheap. Uh,
As am I.
yeah, it'd be like that, man. um,
You can get them on sale for $219.99
where at?
on steelseries.com.
Oh, oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm doing that. I'll do that. Okay, let me power through the last of the what
The last.
the last the last of my excited for list, and then you can do yours, and then we can talk about the meat and potatoes.
Yes.
So was currently on my watch list. Oh, we're also watching Doctor Stone and Solo Leveling, but we're watching that together.
Good.
So good.
So good.
Doctor Stone,
So freaking
bruh,
good, man.
Doctor Stone is so
Don't get
fucking
me
good.
started.
Now get started. You might as well.
It is so good. Like we were talking about it yesterday. Like
Yeah.
half the time I have no clue what this man is saying because he talking about elements and math. That's not my game, coach.
Math, elements, minerals.
But it's so
It's
good.
so good. Like honestly, I didn't know what to expect when I was going into like when we first started watching it. But yeah, like it's a good ass show because like it actually teaches you, like if you pay enough attention, like you'll actually learn how to do things and like how to make things. Like right now there. And I don't know, and obviously I'm sure there's more that goes into it, but the part that we're on right now where he's trying to uh like create a cell phone
Yeah.
in the Stone Age, like it's
Like
crazy.
what the heck?
Is Yeah, Doctor Stone is fucking phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
And then Solo
Yeah.
Leveling is another one that like Solo Leveling
So
is so good.
so good.
I
I'm happy you turned me on to that.
Yeah, yeah. I read like in from the first when I only read the first volume. I knew it was gonna be good. Like it was, and then the first volume didn't even cover like anything that we're watching now. So it was just good intuition, I guess, because it's it's great. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. Like I love it.
Now, it
Solo
did
Leveling
take
is
me a second to get into it. Like, I got into it the first episode, but like when it first started, I was like, it's gonna be another one of those animes where the person is weak and then all of a sudden they're strong. And in a way, it is like that,
mm,
but he's working towards it. Just like I said with One Punch Man, like he's strong as hell, but he worked to get there. And
yeah,
that's kind of what they're doing in Solo Leveling.
yeah. And I also in terms or about Solo Leveling, I also like how it's kind of like an MMO RPG, but like in real life for them. So like he's uh like fighting enemies so he can level up, and then once he levels up, he
Yeah.
like increases specific stats and stuff like that. Yeah, so um, it's cool. It's like an RPG where you like get a group of friends and then you all work together and like fight in a dungeon, and then you come out with like rewards and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're like actually doing that. Like
Right.
it's benefiting like the lives of the citizens
Hmm.
if they go into these dungeons and defeat these enemies. So yeah, solo leveling. If y'all haven't checked that out yet, definitely go check that out. Doctor Stone. We're a
100%.
little late on Doctor Stone, but if anybody else is out there and you haven't started Doctor Stone yet, definitely go check that out.
Like if
Um,
you're not sure of it, if you just haven't heard of it, just do it.
yeah, yeah, and
Just do it.
especially if you're like into science,
Yeah.
and that's like a really nerdy show. We talking about
Yeah.
how the podcast is going to be about like nerdy things. Like Doctor Stone is like a super nerdy show, like for
Even if you're
science
not
and
into
mathematics.
science.
Yeah, if you're
Like
not
I
into science
am
or if you want to get into science,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good ass fucking show, bro.
It's so
That
good.
show is phenomenal. Um,
Oh my gosh.
I know. Okay. um, and then so on my watch list, or to be watched is The Eminence in Shadow. So somebody that I work with told me about this show. I kind of don't understand the premise of the show. I've read like a brief like synopsis of the show. So basically, there's the main character who, um, he like wants to be, I don't even know, like the very best of some sort, or like a king of like a, I don't know, I can't remember. I read the synopsis a couple days ago. But then he gets hit by a truck, and then he gets reborn into like a different realm where he's still very powerful, but he goes under another name, and then he like helped somebody with some kind of ailment that they have, like this elven girl. And then they started talking about cults and like, yeah, I don't know. It was a lot going on in the synopsis, so I'm gonna have to actually watch it. I heard it was good. The dude that I work with told me that it's good, so um, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna give that a watch.
That sound like something I would like.
Yeah, I mean it's
'Cause it's an
isekai, so
isekai.
yeah, you
Yeah.
probably you probably like it. Okay, and then for games that I'm excited for, I'm gonna try to run through these real quick so you can so we can get to you, to your side, and then you can, or then we can talk about what today's episode is about, which is the the booming Palworld. Everybody's talking about that shit. It's all over social media.
Yeah.
All the all the um controversy and all that. You can get into that, but so the games that I'm looking forward to, Blue Protocol, which is an MMORPG, and it's like a, I guess, anime MMORPG. The uh hook, or like the line that's supposed to draw you in is that um the purpose of the game is to like create your own anime adventure. So I'm looking forward
Is
to
that
that.
anime adventure?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
maybe we, I don't know, maybe you can try Skype, because I don't know why Discord cuts my mic out for you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we can try Skype. But anyway, um,
Yeah.
it's not out globally. It's out in Japan. I want to play. I want to potentially do a VPN, but I don't want to. I don't want to get banned. So I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna chill on that. Tekken 8. So every now and then I go through a phase where I'm like really into arcade fighters, and then Tekken 8 came out, and I've never really played Tekken, but they have this feature where you can like customize the characters. So people are just are like customizing the characters and making them look like other characters from like real life and like TV shows and shit. So like I seen
That's
someone
cool.
make All Might. I saw someone make
Nice.
Sasuke from Naruto. I saw someone make LeBron James. Like
LeBron James.
LeBron James. So yeah, Tekken 8 looks fun, and then the customization looks fun in Tekken 8, and then the gameplay also looked good. So I don't know, I might consider getting that.
I was never really into fighters, like fighting games. It's just, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know.
All I do is smash buttons, and I remember one time me and you played, you got mad that I was smashing buttons.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
man,
I
cause
don't know how else to play,
you
man.
mashing, bro. Do some
Look,
combos.
I am doing the best I can.
Oh man, you could do better if you learn some damn combos.
I'm not that pressed.
We could play Dragon Ball Fighters, and then literally all
Mm.
you gotta do is press square, and you get a combo. Literally, just tap square. Um, I'm also excited for Wuthering Waves, which is kind of like it's like a gotcha style RPG with it's kind of like Genshin. It looks like very similar to Genshin Impact, but I think there's like multiple. There's like more than one or more than two abilities. I think there's like two abilities in the ultimate. Um, Zenless Zone Zero. I'm also excited for it. It's kind of like One Punch Man World, even though you haven't played that yet. But you saw me
Yeah,
play. It's kind of like that, but I
the
think I would like
Zenless
it. I think I
Zone.
would like it more than One Punch Man World. Oh, I guess that's another game that I'm
Okay.
also playing. One Punch Man World. Um,
One Punch.
that One Punch Man World is okay. I don't like. I hate. Let me actually. I'm just gonna be completely open and honest. I hate games on PC where you have to left click or right click to turn the camera. I hate that
Yeah,
shit. I just want to move my mouse. Like it's
yeah,
so. I hate that shit so much.
I agree.
Also, Seven Deadly Sins Origin, which is another like gotcha style. If you haven't noticed a pattern, your boy likes gotcha, and your boy likes RPGs. So, that's another gotcha style RPG that's coming out. And that's the makers of that are Netmarble. Um, that game looks fire. Did I send you that trailer? The most recent trailer from November?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to.
Actually, you may have.
If not, I'm gonna have to send you that.
Actually, I think you did. I think you like just sent it to me not too long ago.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
That
you did.
that's
Yeah.
that should looks good.
But I
Um,
do have to say, where's Escanor?
they would be missing an opportunity if they don't put him in there. I think they.
But I feel like they're not going to because it's supposed to be like their kid.
I mean,
And well, no spoilers, but
oh
where's
yeah, true,
Escanor?
true. I don't know. I think they'll put him in as like a. He might not be like one of the standard characters, like how Genshin or like Star Rail has like standard characters where that are
Yeah.
like always in a game. He might be like a limited character, but I don't think it would make any sense for them to not put him in there.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I feel like he's probably one of the fan favorites. So it would
Because
be
it's Escanor, man.
it'd be stupid for them to not put him in there, in my opinion. So
I
I think
agree.
I think they'll put him in there. Um, just two more things on my list. So
Take your time. I
mm,
keep interrupting you.
I mean that's fine. It's that's what the podcast is for, open discussion and getting
Yeah.
distracted by talking about certain things. But on Honkai Star Rail, there's a Jing Yuan rerun coming out. I need that. I need to E6. The okay, so E6 is basically just having like if you pull the
Well,
uh so sorry about that. Our son woke up in the middle of our conversation.
just parenting
I
things.
know. So oh, you know what? Did we even mention that we're married, or do people just automatically
Oh,
know? Oh, also shout out to
we're
us.
married.
3-year anniversary was this past week. 3-year wedding anniversary. We've been together for
Yeah,
like 10 years.
a long
Damn, that's
time.
a long. It's funny.
A long time.
I don't know how I'm not tired of you yet, but
I don't know, because I'm just great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So yeah, shout out to us, 3 year wedding anniversary. Um,
Hell yeah.
so okay, so let me get back to. So I was talking about the Eidolon or the Eidolons on
Yeah.
Honkai Star Rail. So basically, if you pull the same character multiple times, you get like boosts to like their abilities and stuff. So
Yeah.
I need the highest Eidolon possible for my boy. And that's supposed to be coming. I don't know, probably within like 2 weeks or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really been paying too much attention because I've been so busy playing fucking Palworld,
Locked in.
locked in. And then Multiverses is another game that I'm excited for. That game had me for a good solid months, and
It did.
I'm I'm kind of I don't know if it's my sudden interest in Tekken that's making me want to play fighting games, but yeah, no, recently I just found myself wanting to play. Actually, no, I've been wanting to play Multiverses again since before Tekken 8 even came out. So it's definitely just me wanting to play fighting games. But yeah, no, Multiverses was a fun ass game when it first came out. Hopefully, when it comes out or when it re comes out, because that was just a beta. But hopefully, when it re comes out, it'll have some issues fixed that were running rampant in the beta. Mainly nerf Finn. Fuck Finn. If you're a Finn player, I hate you. I just want you to know that. I'm just messing. That's all I got on my list.
Richard and Mortimer's on there.
On where? Oh, on multiverses. Oh
Multiverses.
yeah, I think I unlocked Rick, but that was before
I think so.
that was before I started watching Rick and Morty. So I didn't even did I? You know what? No, I think I might have unlocked Morty. I don't think I unlocked Rick, but now that I started watching Rick and Morty, I will be using Rick.
Rick.
Morty. Okay, you can go ahead with your list. What you playing, what you excited for, what you watching, all that good stuff.
So, the game that's had me in the chokehold the past 2, 3 days called Lakeburg Legacies. Literally just building the kingdom. Not really much else to it. You just sit there. Well, it's kind of cool where it's like a recruitment where you have to recruit your townspeople and then you have to find them a mate, whether it's with another townsperson or an outside person. And it's like a little mini game where you got to make sure they're compatible. But it's not just about compatibility, it's about what your town needs. So, like, if you don't have a blacksmith, you might want to match them up with a blacksmith.
Mm.
It's really cool. It's super cute.
I was gonna ask if it was kind of like Animal Crossing when you said you got to get
Mm,
your the people your villagers, but
no, not at all. No.
oh okay.
Yeah. No. Like, yeah, no. It's just not. And you can have a lot more people in the world because, like I said, you're building a civilization.
Mm.
But that's been super cute. And then I was playing this game called Little Guardsman, also super cute. One thing to know about me, I prefer cute games. But with Little Guardsman, it's really similar to Papers, Please, where you have to like ask people that's trying to get in the kingdom. You have to ask them questions to make sure that they can come in. If they can't come in,
Mm.
of course, you got to deny them. But there's also a story behind it, so there's like cutscenes and stuff. Super cute. Um,
Do they keep adding more requirements like on Papers, Please?
yeah,
Okay, because I was
like
gonna
it's
say,
like every day or week, which is basically just a day in the game. But every week there's like the board. It lets you know like, oh, we have these people coming from this other town to see the princess. Let them in. But
mm,
oh, we don't like goblins anymore. Make sure that they can't come in.
okay,
So, yeah. And like the board is still there. Like you can keep clicking on it to make sure, like if you forget, you can go back to it or reference it. And then they have like these objects you can use to help you out, like truth serum, like an X-ray. So if like you think something's up, you use that. But of course, you're limited to how many you can use. But then there's Coral Island. I think
You've been
most
playing a
people
ton of
know.
Coral Island.
Yeah, I got pretty far with that game. I pretty much finished the ocean. I finished the mines. But yeah, I still have a lot. Not really a lot, but I have a fair amount to do in that game.
What do you mean by finish the ocean and the mines though? Because I
So
haven't I haven't played Coral Island in like forever. Because
it's been a
I'm waiting for
minute.
the co-op.
Yeah, which is fair. But with the mines, it's kind of similar to Stardew, where there's a bottom, but it's four different mine shafts. There's earth, water, fire, and I think it is wind. So earth, wind, water, and fire. And each one has 40 levels. So once you finish, I think the first one is the earth. Once you finish, go to the bottom of the earth, then you open up the water, and then you open up the wind, and then you open up the fire.
Okay.
And yeah, um, I don't want to do spoilers for anyone who's interested in the story aspect of it, but yeah, I pretty much opened up all four of those. So, I mean, I can keep going to the mines for resources, but there's really no need story wise to keep going.
Mm.
And then with the ocean, basically you're trying to clean up as much of the ocean as possible. And there's mermaids that you can meet. That's not a spoiler because it's literally on the cover art. But there's like mermaid civilization down there that I met. And I pretty much restored the ocean.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, because isn't there
it's super cute.
like a ton of trash in the ocean that you gotta get rid of?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 But like you really don't have to like clean all of it up in order to finish it because
Mm.
like more trash generates over time.
Oh, okay.
So that would be too hard. You're really just cleaning up enough so that you can find a little device thingy that cleans it. Yeah. And then Palworld.
Yeah.
That's what we'll be talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
Been playing Palworld.
Fucking love that game so much, man.
Yeah. Pretty good.
I
Pretty good. At first I wasn't sure I would like it, but we'll go into that when
Yeah,
we
yeah.
when we
I was about to start talking about it, but now we gotta
we'll come back to it. We'll
yeah.
come back to it. Games I'm excited for, Paralives. Now, there's been a lot of debate on Paralives because a lot of people think it's not coming out because it's been in development for 4 years. But
Damn.
it started off with only one person making the game. Now, recently there's this streamer that I was watching who compared it to what's his name? What's the creator of Stardew?
Oh, I'm drawing a blank.
I am too. Dang. I need to
I
give them
gotta
their
look it up now.
props.
Well, you keep talking and I'll find it.
Well, okay. Yeah, they were basically comparing it to those two because only one person made Stardew Valley and
Concerned
then
ape.
Concerned Ape. Yeah, Concerned Ape made Stardew Valley by themselves and it took them 4 years to make the game. So the streamer that I was watching, can we do shout outs? Should I do a
Yeah,
shout out?
why
Okay.
not?
So it was Candidly Kayla, shout out, one of my favorite streamers, Black Girl Power. Um, she made a good comparison about how Concerned Ape it took Concerned Ape 4 years to make Stardew Valley. And Paralives, it started off with one person, but then he started adding more people to it, to the project. But still, we don't know anything. Like, we know about the game because they're constantly putting out updates about it. But a lot of people think that pretty much the person who made Paralives is just taking people's money on
Mm,
Patreon because we don't know when the game's supposed to come out.
yeah.
But my thing is the graphics of Stardew Valley and the graphics of Paralives are so different. And then the type of game that it is so different. Like, granted, I guess you can see Stardew as a life sim in a
Yeah,
sense, but it's more so a farming sim, whereas Paralives is literally a life simulator. So I feel like there's more that has to go into it.
yeah. I
But
think I think it's just people being impatient,
I agree. I
which
agree.
I kind of get because I'm.
Yeah, like I am impatient too. Like I want this game now.
Yeah,
But if you think about it, like if you compare it to like the Sims team at EA,
yeah,
and then there's this person who started the game by themselves, and they have a team of, I honestly don't know, maybe 20, maybe less. I don't know. But you can't really compare like how long it's going to take to make a
yeah,
game.
yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. Neither here or there. But yeah, I'm super excited. Can't wait for it. And then there's this other game, and here's my pattern. I like life sim games. There's this game called Life by You, which is actually by the person who I believe made the first Sims game. Like they worked at Maxis and they're the ones who came up with the concept of the Sims one. And then he ended up leaving Maxis and EA and started his own thing. So he's coming up with a game called Life by You. That I'm not too sure how I feel about though.
Why?
Because like graphics wise, I don't know. It's just it seems like it would be like a first person type of life sim. Whereas with the Sims, it's kind of like an overhead view in a
Mm-hmm.
sense. So I'm not too sure. I would have to see gameplay about that. But finally, the last game I'm excited about is called Millennials. We literally have no information about this because it was just announced not too long ago.
How you excited
But
about it with zero info?
because like there's like a little official reveal trailer that's on
Mm.
Steam and it's super cute. Um, I'm gonna just read the description because, like I said, there's really not too much information about it. And then the release date is just says to be announced. But it says in Millennials, you'll create your own college freshman, experience
Mm.
the hardships of college in this amusing and engaging life sim game. Study hard and party even harder. Join a fraternity to meet new, interesting individuals. It is entirely up to you how your academic career will progress.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, like in the graphics are super
College
like
simulator.
I don't know. It's super cute. I'm going to
Yeah.
use cute a lot for the games that I'm looking forward to
Well, you did
and the
say you
games that
like
I
cute
play.
games,
I love
so.
cute games, like vibrant, colorful games, life sim games. That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the creators of House Flipper are
Mm.
making this game.
Oh,
Frozen
oh. Well,
Way
now I gotta play.
or Frozen District are a publisher of the game.
So now I have to
So
play,
yeah, it
even though I
looks
haven't,
really, it looks good.
even though I haven't finished House Flipper 2 yet.
I mean,
Yet.
I finished the
Yeah, I
story.
was gonna say you finished the story.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I did finish House Flipper 1 though,
you did.
so I'm gonna finish it eventually. It's just
No
it's
rush.
too many games. It's too
There's
many games
so
right
many
now.
games out right now. Like
Too
so
many,
many good
too
games
much
too.
good shit.
Yeah. But yeah, those are my three games that I'm like really looking forward to. All life sim, all super cute
Hmm.
games. Um, shows that I've been watching. Now this is where I get super excited. I've been in my anime
Yes.
bag for a bit.
Okay.
Now I haven't just been watching anime, but let me first
Mainly.
start out with mainly, yeah. The time I got reincarnated as a slime. So freaking good. If you see our podcast art, obviously I had to put Lord Rimuru on there in the human form
Mm.
and in the slime form. It is so good. And it like I don't know. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, but I learned that I really like isekai animes. Literally, the dude died and was reincarnated as a slime in a world that had powers. I'm not going to get into it because I know by me talking about it, I'm going to give away some spoilers unintentionally, but I know myself. I'm going to get overexcited and I'm gonna say something that's gonna be a spoiler, just go watch it. That's all I gotta say. Just
it's
go watch it.
it's on my list.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get into it.
you have to.
I
You
will.
have to.
I will indeed.
And then the one that I just finished up that I am so like I can't wait for more. But it's called The Apothecary Diaries. Also really good. So good. Basically, there's this girl who was kidnapped from her home and was forced to like work for I forget what they're called, but it's like this dynasty, like this king guy. I don't know what they're called in like Asian countries, but there's like this king guy and he has multiple, what do they call it? Consorts. So he has his wife, but then he has like his mistresses and they all like
Mm.
live in these like really nice places. So that's basically where she was sold off to. But it's different in the sense of like it is slavery basically, but they're like under contract. So after 2 years, they can go back to their home.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, she was an apothecary before she was kidnapped, and she just like she didn't want anyone to know about it. So she played dumb. But when she noticed that the king's children were dying, like as infants, she realized the reason why. And she left a note on one of the consort's window letting her know what was going on. And then she ended up pretty much becoming, they're called a taster for this one consort. And basically, she has to eat the food to make sure it's not poisoned.
Oh.
Yeah. But she
Okay.
loves it. I'm
Mm.
gonna leave it there. She loves doing her job because she's built up a tolerance. But it's, yeah,
That
because she
sounds
did,
crazy.
yeah. No, you just, it's really good. It's funny. It's cute. It's good. It's good. So then there's other one, After School Dice Club, which was super good. I'm hoping they bring more episodes to that. That combines my love of anime and board games. It's
Mm.
literally just an anime about these 3 or 4 girls who start a board game club at their school.
Okay.
That's it. And the good like the cool thing about it is they're playing like real games that actually exist in the real world. And when they play a game, they explain how to play it. So if there's like a game that you see them playing and you want to know, like if you're interested in it, you can learn how to play it just by watching them.
And then they're
Super
real
good.
world, so you can actually just buy it.
Exactly.
You know what that reminds me of?
Wait,
Flamecraft.
Flame. Oh, Flamecraft was
Flamecraft was
such a
so
fun
fun.
game. And like
Flamecraft was
it's
fun as
so
hell.
simple, but I love strategy games like that when it comes to board games.
Yeah. So
Shout out to
basically,
my friend.
I know Flamecraft is like this board game where you have to there's like I don't even know, was it like 8 shops? So basically you gotta everybody takes turns um going to shops, and then you can like activate drag. It's like it's so hard to explain because
It's
there's so much that goes into it, but basically it's a strategy game, so you can uh the objective of the game is to have the most like coins or hearts, or like the most points at the end of the game, but you got to like go
yeah,
to different shops, and you can activate different shop abilities, and it's hard to explain, but that
yeah,
game is, oh my god, that if you're looking for a phenomenal board game that takes like at least an hour to
yeah.
to be finished, yeah, you'll like that. That game was fun.
And to describe it with one of my favorite words, it's cute.
Oh yeah, yeah, I was
It's
gonna say
such
yeah.
cute artwork.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
it
so
is.
cute.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
Like
I
you
had to talk
said,
about
that's
Flamecraft.
what
Flamecraft
podcasts
is
are about. It's
true.
so good. It's so
Flamecraft
good.
is so fucking good,
And then
man.
shout out to you for winning.
Oh
First
yeah, I
time
did win.
playing.
Yeah, I did win.
You
Your boy
did.
was cooking up some
He
phenomenal
wasn't lying when
strategies.
he said, I'm cooking up. I'm
Yeah,
cooking.
I was like, hold on, I'm cooking right now. I'm sitting here looking at the board, like, okay, if I do this and then I do this, so if I, yeah, it's just, I was cooking.
Everybody else having like conversations.
Right,
He just sitting
I'm
there.
sitting over
He
here locked
locked it.
in.
And it worked out for him because he
Hmm.
won. But yeah, it such a good game. We
Yeah.
definitely got to get that. Um, Anime still Doctor Stone, which we already talked about, so good. But then there's two shows that's not anime that I've like really been into. The first one is Sky Med. Now, I like those doctor shows where
Hmm.
like they're working in a hospital and stuff like that. But Sky Med is cool because it follows like they're in Canada and like if people get hurt, they send instead of ambulances or if they can't get an ambulance to them or if the hospital's too far, they send people in the airplanes, which you don't really think about it too much because it's I don't know. I feel like it's not too often where you have to be like airlifted to a hospital or something like that. But that's basically what they follow, and it's a drama, of course, like all medical shows.
Mm.
But it follows the pilots and the what are they called? The people in the ambulances,
Um.
paramedics.
Yeah.
It follows the pilots and the paramedics, and it's really good. It's cool. And then The Witcher. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about The Witcher. Now, it took me like 3 or 4 times to really get into The Witcher. I mean, me and you talked about it.
Yeah. It.
We had no interest in it at all.
Yeah. I
But
tried. I think
yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off
No, you're
again, but
good.
I'm pretty sure there's what 10 episodes in one season.
There's way more. There's a couple seasons.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying is there 10 episodes per season?
Oh, yeah, I think so, because they're
Okay.
long.
Yeah.
They're long. Yeah.
I watched 8 of them episodes and I could not get into it. Like it just started kind of
Now,
getting interesting the eighth
it
episode, and I was just
is.
like, yeah, I'm not watching this shit no more. This shit's,
It's another one of those slow shows that is fair.
but which is fine. But I feel like the whole first season can't be slow. Like something's got
That's
to
fair.
pop off. So
Yeah.
I would be willing to give it another try, but yeah,
I think this and it's so confusing because they keep jumping like through the times. Like one moment it's like 2 years before. The next moment it's 10 years ahead.
yeah,
It was confusing as hell. And like it didn't fully register until like the end of the season that they were jumping through times. But once I realized that, it was like it's really good. Like I loved it. But I also like Game of Thrones, and I think I tried to watch The Witcher before I watched the Game of Thrones, and the Game of Thrones is convoluted already.
yeah.
So I was able to follow along a little bit better when I started watching The Witcher again. But yeah, it's good. It's good. And then, so that's what I'm watching. What was that?
Um, the kid coming to get donuts.
Oh, nice. But yeah, that's everything I'm watching, have watched. And I have two things on my watch list. There's way more things that I'm excited for, but I put these two on because I was just looking through Netflix to see like what shows were coming on. The first one we talked about already, kind of, is there's a new season of Love is Blind that's supposed to be coming out.
Mm.
We gotta watch that.
Oh, it hasn't come out yet.
I don't think it comes out until February. It is February. Until the 14th, I
That's
think.
corny.
Oh wait, no, 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 no. I lied. I have it up now. Um, wait, no, that's Sweden. I'm not looking for Sweden. Yeah, I don't think the new season comes out until like next week or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So we still got a little bit of time to wait. Yeah, February 14th, which
It's corny.
sucks, but it is what it is.
Love is
And
blind on Valentine's Day though.
right, right, right. Corny. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then there's this show called The Trust, and it's a reality, like a game show. It's called The Trust, a Game of Greed. And basically, there's people trying to win some money, but you have to
Mm.
put your trust in strangers and hope that, you know, yeah. So it says in this reality series, strangers compete to share $250,000. Will they split it evenly or cut each other out to raise their take? It sounds like my kind
I'm
of game.
counting them out. um,
It sounds like my kind of show.
yeah, yeah,
So I'm definitely gonna give that a look. But yeah, that's it for my list.
nice.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't think our usual list will be that long. I think our list was just
Yeah.
that long this episode because it's the first episode, so we kind of wanted to give everybody like a sense
Yeah.
for what the show will be or like what direction we'll take the show in. So usually that segment or that part of the podcast probably won't be as long, but
Yeah.
yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that Pallington world.
Palworld. It's so
There's
good.
there's just
And I didn't think, whatever, I didn't think it would be something that I would be interested in because like, I like Pokemon. I played it a couple times on like the DS and Nintendo Color and Nintendo
I mean Game
64.
Boy Color.
Yeah, that. But I
That's a
didn't really
throwback.
get into it. Facts. I used to love my Game Boy Color. But I never like got super super into Pokemon. Like I love Squirtle because Squirtle's super cute, but I never really got into it. So when I saw Palworld, I was like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I also like I think what really got me about Palworld is the survival aspect because I like survival games, and this is a survival game,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that.
Yeah. So when I initially saw like the very first trailer for Pal World back in 2021, I will admit that. So I'm a huge Pokemon fan, and I do like other Monster Tamer games, like Digimon, Tim, things of that sort. So when I saw that you could capture the Pal, I was immediately like, yeah, well, obviously I gotta try it out. Um, and then as because it's been in development for 3 years, well, almost 3 years. So as more trailers came out, the more and more hype I got for it. So I wasn't really too like I guess I didn't realize how hype everybody else was for it. And I don't know if that's because people saw the trailers and got excited for it, or if they like once the game actually came out and people saw how fun it was, then everybody was like, "Oh, I guess I'll try it out." But but yeah, man, Pal World is booming. I was on Twitter earlier this week, and they posted their like, and this was before the game had been out 2 weeks. Obviously, at this point, when we're recording the podcast, it's been out for 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
um, it sold at that point 19 million copies, right? And that's 12 million on Steam and then 7 million on Xbox and Game Pass. So compared to the most recent Pokemon game, Scarlet and Violet, as of November 23, 2023, that game sold 23 million units. So it kind of looks like it would low key be funny if it does sell more
Facts.
units than Pokemon just with all the controversy that
Yeah.
there is at the moment. But yeah, man, I don't even like words can't even begin to like describe how fun Pal World is. And then like you said, the survival aspect is fun. Like
Yeah.
I can't, if I'm being honest, I didn't really know what kind of game Palworld would be like going into it. So like
Mm.
obviously it marketed itself as, you can catch the pals, you can like have them on your base and you can have them like do work on your base. So I don't know. I guess I didn't really realize like to what extent the survival aspect would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the the survival is great. Um, it's very grindy. Like when you get to the later levels, with like all the because there's stuff that you can craft, but you need the ingots. So you gotta find ore so you can smelt it into ingots, and then you gotta craft it. So it's like very grindy, especially when it comes to like the ingots. And then when you get to later levels, you gotta find coal so you can make like refined ingots. It's just it's really grindy, but
Yeah.
in a fun way though. Like some games do grindy where it's just like the most boring and like the most mundane,
Tedious.
tedious thing ever. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased because I have like 80 hours on the game in like less than 2 weeks. But no, the ground and power is ridiculous, man. It's that game is so fun.
It
Um,
is.
and then there's not even like too much that I don't like about Pal World. So everything or stuff that I don't like is just stuff that can easily be fixed. There's nothing that I'm thinking of right now, gameplay wise, that I don't like. As of the most recent patch. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I really don't think there's anything. Um, but like obviously like Xbox Game Pass, like if they could add dedicated servers,
Yeah.
so that way you can play with more than 4 people in one server on Xbox, that'd be fun. Um, the
I
pals.
don't see that happening though.
No, I think they're working on it.
We'll see.
No,
Because
that
isn't it just Xbox in general that doesn't allow you to have more than 4 players? Like in any game?
no.
I could have swore that's what my cousin was saying. See, I don't really know much about Xbox, so I'm just speaking from
What?
what I thought I
That don't
was
even
told,
that
but
don't even
it's
make
very
sense.
possible that I wasn't hearing correctly.
Yeah, yeah, or he, I don't know. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense because Call of Duty lobbies are 12 players, like the standard
That's
lobbies are
true.
12 players. So no, it's just maybe they meant specifically Palworld,
Palworld, yeah.
but no, they put out a tweet on the 31st um that Xbox is working directly with Pocket Pair, which is the developers of Palworld, and they're adding dedicated servers, um memory optimization, so that way, I guess not so much or not putting so much stress on your RAM, things of that sort.
Okay.
Um, process to yeah, so yeah, and better optimization to the Xbox. So yeah, no, they're definitely working on it. I think it was just easier for them at launch to not have Xbox have the dedicated servers, but
That makes sense.
as soon as they add PvP on it. Although I'm focused on one thing, um, one thing at a time. But as soon as they add the PvP, and they add the ability to crossplay Steam and Xbox, I want to do like guild wars. So like have like 4 teams of 8. You go off into the world. You
Hmm.
get um all your supplies, all your pal level up and all that, and then you just have a war. You just
That would
attack
be
people.
cool.
Yeah, I think so.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I'm not too pressed for PvP though because
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not too
I don't
pressed
care for
because
PvP.
yeah,
I'm not good at it. I know myself. I know my strengths. I like cute games, guys. I like cute games.
yeah,
Going against people is just I'm not that good at it. So I don't really care for PvP.
it's PvP. I don't know. Sometimes PvP is fine, but for the
Mm,
most part, I honestly could do without. I prefer
yeah.
PvE. like in any game. Which is why it's pretty fun in this game as well when you take on like the bosses, or like
Yeah.
the towers,
Mhm.
the Rain
Yeah.
Syndicate tower, and then the boss pal that are just like in the world. So that's
Yeah.
pretty fun. That's pretty fun to do PVE. Even though you caught my King Paka on the stream the other day,
Listen, you tried.
bruh.
I was helping out.
I threw like 20 fucking pal spheres at it, bro. Kicked out at every single one of them.
I was just helping out,
You
and
might
you
as well
can
keep.
have it
No,
back.
no, no. You might as well keep that one. I mean, it respawns. I'll just catch another one. But
Okay.
I want the capture XP.
Yeah.
So, no, you can
No,
keep
I
that one.
get it because you caught multiple of the ones I was
It
going
was
after,
one. It was one pin king.
or your freaking pals kept killing them.
Well, yeah, that did happen. But no, I only caught one. It was the pin king. I
Oh
caught it
yeah.
once. I thought we got equal XP for
Turns
catching
out we
it, but
don't.
we do not. We do not. That was my
Yeah.
fault. That was my fault.
We didn't know.
Um, yeah, no, we. I mean, yeah, I try. I haven't like looked up too much. I've been kind of just like exploring and like figuring the game out myself. So
Yeah.
the only way to test things out is by trial and error. So it was the only way to figure out if we got the the same XP. I don't know why I just randomly assumed that we got the same XP, but it is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
And then the other thing that I don't really like, which I'm sure they're working on fixing it, but your pals just like randomly glitching. So like you'll be
Yeah.
like, there's been it's been happening a lot more recently, where like I'm on the base, or I'm off the base, or on one of my other bases, and then I come back to a base, and then the pal are just like nowhere to be found, and then I look up in the top right and it says they're like starving.
Yeah.
uh Brother, there's food on the base, what you doing?
Yeah.
So they're
That's
just like,
so
right,
annoying.
they're like glitched out, like stuck in a tree or some shit. So
Or you don't even know where the fuck they
yeah,
are.
literally they're just
I'm like, where
nowhere to
the
be
hell
found.
are you?
Right. And I'm on my second base. I have I have like stone defense walls circling my base. So
Mm,
there's only like there's nowhere for you to be.
yeah.
Like you should be within these walls, because
Right.
I put the walls like right outside the circle that's on the ground for the base.
Mhm.
I put the stone walls like right outside that, and they don't be nowhere to be found. And it's only one pal that on that base that it happens to consistently, and I'm just like, where's dude even at? And he's
Yeah.
massive, so like I should be able to see him. So
I
yeah,
think,
I just have to respawn him on the base, and
yeah.
then he'll do. But that's just it's just so annoying.
But then it's going to just keep happening.
Right.
Like this game, like I understand all games when they come out, there's going to be a couple
And
bugs.
this one's early
It is what it
access,
is. Yeah.
and it's a
But
indie company.
I feel like there's some things where it's just like, all right, you can at least make sure, like if it's a feature for them to help out on the base, make it so that they're not glitching out and actually working. Like when we are
Yeah.
playing on our shared one and the pals are just glitching out and they're just picking stuff up and dropping it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Like how did that make it past the
The
testing
testing. Yeah. And
before you
like
let it go live?
when I sent you that one picture where the what is it? The ranch? Is that what it's called? The
Mm-hmm.
ranch is just full of wool.
Oh yeah.
And I have chests and I
That
have pals that can carry stuff. Why is it just sitting?
yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like I said, all games have glitches, they all have bugs, but there's some that are just annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
Some you can overlook, but the starving pals is annoying. And
Mm-hmm.
then them just being nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm.
It's It's like, come on.
Or the glitch that was happening to me on stream the other day where their sanity was low but they wouldn't stay in the hot spring.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're
Yeah.
on the verge of going insane. Sit your ass in the hot spring. They would get up
Right.
after like 5 seconds and then
Right.
still be disgruntled. Like, bro, I threw you in the hot spring for a reason. Go chill.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, but no. But overall, the game is fun as hell. I've
I agree.
like I said, I got like I might not have 80. I might have like 70-ish hours on there. But I changed my team like so many times. Like I keep rotating new pals in. Like now I just changed my team again. I have there's this big dragon dark type pal called Astagon or Astagon, however you say it. Um I hashed it from an egg. It's on my team now. I can't unlock the mount. That's another thing that I really like. You can pretty much mount or like make a saddle or like mount
Yeah.
like any like flying type, any type that has like four legs.
Yeah.
I said flying type. There's no flying type. um,
I think we all knew what you meant.
a pal that can fly. Hold on. Um, yeah, you can pretty much make a saddle and then just like mount any of them.
Yeah.
And you can. I don't know if you've gotten into breeding at all, but
Not yet.
you can like optimize. Well, it might take a while, but you can kind of like optimize your pal for like combat or for travel. Like if you want to have a specific mount, you can um you can breed that Pokemon like over and over again until you get like the ideal passive skills for it that make it like
Oh, that's
faster.
cool.
Or I don't know if they have skills that make the stamina that or that increases the stamina, um but yeah, no, you can pretty much just pick a combo of parents that have like good passive skills, and then maybe they'll pass it off to the egg. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, there's a lot of layers for breeding. Breeding is pretty good
Yeah,
on
I
the
haven't
game.
gotten that far.
Yeah,
I will say one thing about games like this where you can have like when you have a party, I find it so hard to decide how to set up my party. Like I don't want to increase the level of pals if I'm just going to end up swapping them out for another pal. Like I have a hard time trying to decide whether I should use my points to level these pals up or if I should just wait until I get a pal that I really like. But then it's like it'll probably be a while before I even get that pal. So games like this, my anxiety, man, I start overthinking. And it's just like I don't know what to do. So I'm just not going to use my points. But then they're like, well, now they're weak. But
I mean there's unlimited. You talking about the souls?
the soul, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
There's pretty much unlimited souls, so it's really no point in holding on to them.
Yeah, I know. I know. But then it's like a case of how fast can you get the souls, you know? Like
I
if I
mean,
get a new pal that I really want, like I wish that I could remove soul points
I think you can.
from I can. If that's
Yeah,
the
I think you
case,
gotta pay
then
gold. You gotta pay gold though, but gold is
I
easy to
mean,
get.
that's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean even if you couldn't reset or remove the souls, you can. I think you get souls from you get souls from like specific pal, like if you defeat or catch them, and then you can also get souls from
Mm, just randomly
yeah,
finding them. Yeah.
find them on the ground or like opening chests,
Yeah.
and
That's true.
I think you also get souls from defeating the Free Pal Alliance or
Oh,
the flamethrower brothers, the brothers of the pyre, whatever the hell they
I
called,
haven't even seen them
the
yet.
flame enthusiasts. Oh, you haven't? They haven't raided your
Mm-mm.
base yet.
Mm-mm.
All I'm saying is, if they raid your base, make sure your base is made out of stone and not wood because your shit will burn to the
Yikes.
ground,
I hope
bruh.
it's like a level thing so they won't come near me for a while
Uh,
because
I think the
I
first,
don't think I'm prepared.
I think the first time they raided me, I was like 20 something, level 20 something.
You're, oh, Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping it'll be a while before they attack.
Yeah. What level are you on your main account?
I think I'm 12. I'm really not that high.
Well, yeah, but you got like three different. You got ours. You got one that you were doing on your own, and then we got that co-op one on stream.
I only have, I mean, I have 3 saves, but I don't use the other one. Like, I have one that was like my first save, and then I abandoned it, like, literally almost immediately. So I really only have 2. I have my main, and then I have our joint one.
Yeah,
And
no,
on both, I'm on like 12 or 13.
yeah, no, but I'm saying you have your main, you have our joint one, and then there's one that
Wait,
we've
wait,
been
wait,
doing
wait.
on stream. What?
You stop. I stopped hearing you for like 2 seconds. You said I have my main.
The one that you and me play, and then there's the one that we have on stream with everybody
Oh,
else.
you right. I
Yeah,
forgot about that one.
yeah. So I mean, you put hours into it. You just got three different. You just
Yeah,
got three different saves.
yeah,
Um, yeah, no, that game is fun as hell.
it is. I can see me playing it for a while, but
Yeah,
honestly, like it's not like a top priority game for me.
shit, it is
Like I
for me.
play it, like I play it when I'm like, I don't really feel like playing Lakeburg, or I don't really feel like playing Played Up, or I don't really
Yeah,
feel like playing Sims. So like it's not like a ooh, first choice is Palworld. It's more so like, you know what? I guess I could go for a little bit of Palworld.
nah, nah. I wake up, Palworld. I eat, Palworld. Before I go to sleep, Palworld.
Palworld.
Yeah, I be at work. Literally the first like the first week and a half that Palworld was out. I'm at work. I'm on Twitter looking up Palworld. I'm on Reddit looking up Palworld.
This man whole life is Palworld.
Literally, literally. At least for now, you know how I get with games and my hyperfixations. This shit ain't gonna last, but actually, no. I think
I
I think this
mean,
game might actually outlast that.
especially because they have like they'll be adding new pals. So
Yeah,
I think
new
your
pals,
interest will
new
be,
bosses, new islands, all that.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
your interest will be into it for a while. And you liked Pokemon anyway. And I don't want to like compare, but like you have an interest in like a
Hmm.
somewhat similar genre
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's fun to compare. I mean, I
I
personally
mean,
don't think
some
the game
people
is.
don't
Some people
like
what?
the comparison.
I don't think the game is really like Pokemon at all. If I'm being honest, the only the
Yeah,
only the only aspect that my allergies acting up. That's why I keep scratching my nose. If you were wondering, the
I
only
figured. I know you.
this shit's annoying. I hate it so much. The only aspect really um that Pal World has or that's similar to Pal World and Pokemon is the ability to capture the monsters.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it kind of has. It's kind of more similar to Pokemon Legends Arceus than it is to the regular like mainline Pokemon games because in
Yeah.
Legends Arceus you have to craft things, but the materials that you have to gather isn't like you don't have to like gather as much as you do in Power World. But I mean, it's really not. It's really not that similar. Like like I
Yeah.
was telling your brother is more like Arc than it is
Yeah.
Pokemon. But yeah, like the combat isn't even turn based. Like the pal will attack like three times in a row before the other pal will go. So it's really
That's
not.
true.
It's really not. It's really not. It's really not the same. And then I think um controversy wise, I think the people are upset because of like how similar
The
some of the pal
pals
look
are.
to some of the Pokemon, which is I
Yeah.
get that.
Like Lucario and Anubis.
Yeah, Lucario, yeah,
Like, come on now.
yeah. And then Dire Howl and Lycanroc. I'm gonna have to show you that, but it's basically the same thing, just different colors.
I can. I had the browser open so I
Mm,
can look stuff up.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Basically the same.
yeah.
So, Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, I get that, but I don't know. Nintendo don't care, so why should I care?
I agree.
They literally they
Because it's really not the same game. And whenever I do compare, I do really only compare the whole being able to catch them
and like having a team.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. So they are different games in the way of like how you actually play it. But like the catching aspect is pretty similar.
yeah. That's literally the and then like the
And
different
then the way they look.
yeah the different tiers of like Pokeball has the Pokeball Great Ball, Ultra Ball,
Yeah.
and then
But
Palworld got the different spheres. But I mean
the way I'm
every
thinking about it now is like people like to compare games. It's going to happen no matter what. Like you can compare all the life sim games.
true
There's really no game like The Sims. So if anyone ever makes a life sim game, they're automatically going to compare it to The Sims. So in this case, if anyone makes a game where you're catching anything, they're going to compare it to Pokemon.
yeah
It doesn't matter.
yeah
So if someone else were to make a game where you're catching a monster, an animal, whatever it may be, they're going to compare it to Pokemon. And it's just going to happen. And like, I don't know. I
yeah
think people are so quick to criticize.
yeah. Yeah,
Like,
no, you're right. It's definitely gonna happen. It happened with Tim Tim. People were calling Tim
yeah,
Tim the Pokemon killer, and now it happened with Palworld. People calling Palworld the Pokemon killer. I honestly don't think Palworld's gonna be a Pokemon killer though, because
not at all.
it's
It's
not
not the same
it's not the same
game.
game. It's not. It's completely
Like,
different type of
there's,
game.
you do different things on each game.
You
And
do.
I feel like you don't see people I mean, in a way, people compare like first person shooters, but
Oh
not
yeah,
that
no,
often
no,
because there's so
no,
many of them.
not. Well, yeah, now, but like 10 years ago, people were comparing
Yeah,
literally every. I mean, I feel like they still
everything.
kind of do though. They still kind of do compare everything to Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
but no, I wouldn't say they do it as much.
Yeah, they
Like,
don't do it as much now because first person shooters is just like a popular genre, so it definitely
yeah,
doesn't
like
happen as
there's
much
more
anymore.
of them. So I think there will be less of a comparison when we have more games that's
Yeah.
where you're catching something.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But there's always going to be that comparison, and I don't think people realize like the only reason that they're comparing it to Pokemon is because there's really nothing else out there that you can compare it to.
Hmm.
Temtem, yes, but not too many people
Yeah. Nothing
know
that's
like
like popular right now.
exactly.
Yeah. Because I know there's a
Exactly.
couple. There's a couple. There's I know there's Digimon, Tim Tim, Pokemon, obviously, but there's a couple
Yeah.
more out there that I'm drawing a blank on the names, but it's not like a like a booming industry right now. So of
Exactly.
course, and then Pokemon's the biggest and
Yeah.
most well known, so of course it's gonna
So
get
it's
compared.
an easy comparison.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really not like Pokemon, and
Yeah.
people call it call Power World Pokemon with guns, but I mean
It's not the same.
I guess
I
it's really
mean,
not.
no, because in Pokemon you can't like you don't typically give your Pokemon a weapon. They
Yeah,
just use what they are.
yeah,
And then like it's a good thing to like think about like I never really got into Pokemon. Like I said, of course I played it on Game Boy and then Nintendo 64, but those are completely different types of games. But I really like Palworld. They're not the
mm,
same game.
yeah,
Because if they were, then it'll be like, oh, well, I didn't like Pokemon. So obviously, I'm not going to like
yeah,
Palworld. But I
yeah,
really enjoy playing Palworld. Whereas
yeah,
Pokemon, I don't really care to play it. I'm not
mm,
that interested in playing it.
yeah. Because Power World just brings like a new perspective or like a like fresh gameplay to
Yeah.
I guess the monster catcher
Catching.
genre.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's a good change. I
Yeah.
don't think people people have been saying this is what we've been asking for from Pokemon for a while. I would have to disagree. I don't
Yeah.
really I don't really think Pokemon should go in the same direction that
I
Power World
agree.
has gone into for certain aspects, like fighting thugs out in the world, and then like attacking the power or attacking Pokemon. I don't think they should do that. But
Yeah.
like having more freedom, like having the world be more open, also improving the fucking graphics. Because
Yeah.
the most and I'm not even like a a person who thinks that graphics make or break a game, because to me, what's more important in the game is the gameplay.
Gameplay.
So graphics is just like a bonus. But like, bruh, you can't have them shitty ass graphics and terrible frame rate that the most recent Pokemon game just had, and you've been in the
Especially
game for
when
like
you're a big
25 plus
company.
years, right?
Like there
Right.
is no excuse, man.
There is no
There's
excuse.
and then
So
Palworld just came out and the graphics are beautiful.
right, and it's an
Like,
indie
yeah.
company.
Yeah.
So, but
There's no
yeah,
excuse.
no, there's not. But
I
hopefully, what were you about to say?
No, you can go ahead.
I was
Cause
just gonna say, hopefully, Pokemon uses this as like a motivation to make a better game.
yeah,
Um, but I definitely I don't think like I'll still get the next Pokemon game, and people are still going to get the next Pokemon game. So I definitely don't think that Pal World is going to end Pokemon's reign. But I think
no way.
it would be nice for Pal World to like put some pressure on Pokemon.
Yeah. And going back to one of your previous points, I think people who are saying that this is what they were looking or what they were waiting for in a Pokemon game are people that don't really care for Pokemon.
It
And they're
could
trying to use that as an excuse to be like, oh, this is the reason why I didn't like Pokemon, is because
yeah
they didn't have this aspect. When that's not what Pokemon was supposed to be.
no, it's not
Like, you can't say
like
this is what we wanted from this game.
right
Well, that's not what this game is supposed to be.
right. Pokemon's
That's what
never been
Power
a
World is.
survival kind of game. It's always been just
Yeah,
like a turn-based adventure RPG.
right. And
So
I think people confuse saying this is what we wanted out of this game with this is the kind of game that I wanted.
hmm yeah
Yeah.
yeah
Like going back to the Sims community because that's the main game that I know. A lot of people compare like Paralives to the Sims. And in a way you can. But what The Sims is not what Paralives or no, what Paralives is not what The Sims was meant to be. And the same thing with Palworld. What Pokemon is not what Palworld was meant to be, and vice versa.
yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Um, I agree. All right, let's shift gears. I don't want to talk about Pokemon much longer. Um, what what are your favorite pals right now? Who you got on your team on your main account?
Damn. I wish you would have asked me this ahead of time, because then I could have had my Palworld
Imagine
up.
imagine not knowing
Um,
who you have on your team.
Listen, man, when I play the game, I'm playing it for the moment, except life sim games because that's easier to remember.
That's crazy.
But let me
Well,
see if I can get a list of the pals, then I'll know who I have on my team. But it's a lot of starter ones. It's not like
none of the like big, none of the big,
yeah,
none of the big ones.
yeah.
So I look, I know who I got on my team right now. My team
So
is
you go while I
yeah,
look it up.
my team is crazy. So I have I dang it. I have Robin Quill on my team, which is have you seen that yet?
Yes.
It's the little grass ninja thing that
Yeah.
shoots seeds and shit. So I got that. I got Bushy, which is like the fire samurai dude, but I have the big version cuz I got it from the little dungeon. I have a new. Actually, no. I just took Anubis off my team for Astagon. I have Astagon, which is that big black fucking dragon dark. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm gonna have to show him to you. Um,
Yeah, I don't think so.
bro has level 4 mining though, so I definitely had to put him. I definitely got to put his ass to work. Um,
Okay.
I got Orzerk, which is that bipedal dragon electric monster thing. I'm gonna have to show you. I'm gonna have to show you because I don't think you know which one I'm talking about.
Nope.
And then I have Van Worm, but Van Worm is really just a mount because I need a flying mount. Um,
Yeah.
but as soon as I get there's a another pal called Jetragon, I think it's called. Yeah, I need that on this. I've been seeing people been breeding those and have been coming out with like the most fast fucking pal of all. Like they be zooming. I'm gonna have to show you a video. They be zooming with Jetragon as their mount.
Yeah, I don't even know which one that is.
Yeah, I know.
But real quick, I'm level 13 on the shared one that me and you have, and I'm level 10 on my
Okay.
personal one.
I think I'm level 16 on yours and mine.
I
The
think
combined
so.
one. Yeah, I'm like level
Yeah.
16. Yeah, I am because I just unlocked the Arsox mount because I'm gonna use Arsox until I can get a better one.
Yeah. All
Arsox is
right.
cool too.
So right now in my personal party, I have Dire Howl,
Okay.
Ruby, Gummoss, Rush Roar, and Lavender.
Lavander.
Yeah.
I mean, Lavander kind of strong though because have they rated your base yet?
Yeah, that's how
Oh,
I
that's how
got
you
it.
caught it, bruh.
Yes.
On the higher level, on my main account, I'm level 34, I think. Bruh, the higher level Lavanders, oh, they be fucking my base up. Actually, didn't they raid my base?
Yikes.
Didn't they raid
They
my base
did.
on stream and they destroyed my fucking weapon bench?
Yes. Your
Bruh.
pals were all knocked out.
Bruh. I had like 3 knocked out pals. I had like structures destroyed on. This shit was
Yeah.
crazy. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Um, who's your favorite right now though? Like out of all the pals that you've seen or caught, who's your favorite?
Yikes. Honestly, between I'm gonna say the ones that I've caught personally, I'm gonna say it's between Dire Howl and Lavender. Yeah, I love Dire Howl as a mount because I feel
Mm.
like when I use Rush Roar, it's so freaking slow. Same thing with what's that name? Malpaca. They're slow,
Oh yeah,
but I feel like I am actually like able to run with Dire Howl, and then Lavender is just a badass. Yeah.
that's a horny pick. Have you read Lavander's entry in the pal deck? I'll read
No,
it
I
real
have
quick.
not. Well, I closed the game because it
Oh
was making Discord act funny. But I just like the way it look. Well, not the way it looks because part of it is pervy. But
yeah,
yeah,
no, I
I
know
like
what you
the
mean.
lavender.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You be in your pink bag, so
Yeah,
and that's all pink. I
that's
think I think my favorite so far is definitely it gotta be Orzert because he has that massive AOE
Berserk.
lightning attack.
Okay, that looks cool. I like the way it looks.
Yeah, cool. Um,
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't know.
that
I don't think I have a favorite based on like what they can do. I pick my favorites based on how they look. That's just
yeah,
who I am.
I definitely pick mine based off of well, it's a combination of how they look and what they can do. I
Mm.
need Borf.
Ooh, I like the way this one look.
What is
Remember
it?
the hang you that I had?
Oh yeah, the Hang You Christ.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like the way that
yeah. I
looks.
caught one of those. I caught
That
one of
looked
those. He
nice.
almost bodied my ass, but it was the middle of the night. I threw a pal sphere at his back and he kicked out of that shit and started whooping my ass around all these trees.
You tried it.
I did. Cool, but I think you ready to wrap it up?
I am
Yeah, I
indeed.
think that was a good first epi.
Mhm.
We talked about a lot of anime and video games and tech that we were looking forward to. We want to do these episodes fairly often. I just don't
Yeah,
know how often right now because
yeah,
especially if we're gonna be talking about new things or like news. I don't know how like often news is gonna come about that's worthy of talking about.
yeah,
Like I got lucky with that PDP Riffmaster. It was the day we were supposed to record, and that morning I
yeah,
was just like, "Oh shit, they got a new fucking guitar that we can talk about for to play
yeah,
Guitar Hero." But yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna put both of our links. Um, do you have a link tree?
no, I
Okay.
gotta make
Yeah, I
one.
was gonna say make you a link tree, fam. I'm gonna put
Yeah,
both of our links in the description. Um, I'm still trying to decide if I want to do Apple Podcasts because I don't know if I want to pay that fee to be part of the
yeah,
program. So
No, I don't blame you.
I'm gonna keep doing research on that if we have to. But if not, that'd be cool. But no, I'm gonna put all our links to all the podcasts, all our YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff, in the description. Thank y'all for
I
coming
I
to listen
agree.
to us. We appreciate
Yeah,
you chilling with us for a little over an hour, talking about nerdy stuff, letting us nerd out in your ear. Appreciate you. Um, yeah, I'll keep y'all posted in my Discord, my Twitter, and all that, on when our next episode will be. But until then, peace out.
absolutely. Bye.
Bye.